Your Excellency, the guest of honor, and the Vice Chancellor, and all invited guests, members of staff, and all students, ladies and gentlemen. I have been given a major task, which is very demanding for me on the late Magufuli, especially as a Pan-Africanist. Sasa niachia muda naweza kuzungumza mpaka kesho. So I will try to do that in 10 minutes. Always there is a great link between theory and the practice. Last time when I delivered a lecture here about Mwalimu Nyerere, I said Mwalimu Nyerere ni imani kwangu. So Nyerere provided the foundations. Magufuli is more the practice. So know how to link Mwalimu and Magufuli. And Pan-Africanists, both of them. Unfortunately, most people here don't know that Mwanza is the center of Pan-Africanism. Do you know that? The meeting, Pan-African meeting for liberation movement, not for independent nations, but for liberation movements, was held in Mwanza 16 to 19 September 1958. All Pan-Africanist leaders were here. And out of that, Pathmaker was made. You may ask Pathmaker, but you can go in the book. So Mwanza is the center of Pan-Africanism. And the Saudi and the Mwanza region should take the center of that role. My comrade from Chirwa attended that conference. Karume attended that conference. Tom Mboya attended that conference. And it was that conference which made decision that Tanzania will be the center for liberation movement. So that history here in Mwanza, whether officially or on people, it is not known. And that is why I have brought Branding Tanzania initiative. They are here. And tomorrow we are going to discuss all this so that Mwanza became its original branding in Africa. So don't ask why Magufuli became a Pan-Africanist. It is from Mwalimu Nyerere. And in 2 years, you to show that the name of Magufuli is not very much advocated. But you find now people in Africa are looking on Magufuli. And our comrade from Malawi provide evidence that the Pan-Africanist is rising up. And that's why I talk of renaissance of Pan-Africanism. Magufuli provided the solid base for African society, for Africa to rise. And he did not come accidentally. Hapana. Alikuja kama ni historical necessity, nazungumza kila siku. Kwanza, hofu ya CCM kwamba inaanguka. Hapa. Kwamba inaanguka 2010. Kamati tatu za chama ndizo ambazo zilipelekea kwa Magufuli. Kamati ya Mkama ya mageuzi, kamati ya Kinana ya kusimamia uchumi wa soko kwa wananchi, kuisema serikali, kamati ya Mseko ya utaratibu bora wa kumpata mgombea. Now, out of those committees, the option was for a candidate from elect region. And there were a number of candidates, but Magufuli was more picked as the most right candidate. And before his nomination, I had to go to Dodoma, talk with all party secretaries, district and the region, na waenezi wao. Nikaonyesha hali ya siasa ipoje, kwamba mkifanya masiara sasa ni 50-50. Kula zinaweza kuwa 50 kwa upinzani, 50 kwa CCM. So choose the right candidate. The right candidate is from Lake region, where you get more votes. So he became as a necessity. And immediately after coming in, we at National Defense College, we wrote strategy, and I wrote a paper which we agreed not to publish. I thought this year I may publish that paper, but again, the situation is not conducive. Actually, the international union wants it urgently, but I have refused. 2 papers, on Mwalimu and on Magufuli. Now, what was his major focus? Because I have known Magufuli from around 2000, during Mkapa. And 2004, when we were writing Sera za Msingi, 2004, we had some 2006, we had to do training for all region leaders and other regions, plus 200 cadres from universities. Most of them are now regional district commissioners, etc., etc. Now, during that meeting, I had to face Magufuli. Magufuli sio mtu anayependa sana kuhudhuria mafunzo. And that time alikuwa waziri wa vitoweo. Sikuelewa. Sasa kulikuwa na tatizo kubwa sana. Anachukua nyavu za wavuvi anazichoma, wakati sera yetu ni uwezeshaji wananchi kiuchumi. Kuna mtu mvuvi hapo, nyavu moja shilingi ngapi? Haya, karibu milioni. Sasa ukichoma ya mvuvi namna hiyo, manake umwezeshi tena, atachukua miaka mingi tena kununua hiyo nyavu. Kwa hiyo nikamwagiza katibu wa mkoa wa Dodoma, marehemu sasa bwana, kamwambie Magufuli sera yetu ni uwezeshaji, aache kuchoma. Hata wakoloni walikuwa hawachomi, kwa sababu nyavu mtu anapotumia ni iligo, baadaye ndio mnasema iligo. Sasa wakoloni walikuwa wananyang'anya, wanampa nyavu. Basi tukazungumza, tukashirikiana basi. So by 2015 he comes in power. He gave me a number of assignments. Basically, they are more on the strategic front, Pan-Africanist strategic front. One time there was a SADC meeting and he needed more points. So the guys came, we drafted very strong on Pan-Africanism. But what I want only to say, Africa needs economic revolution, the second revolution. And Mwalimu also said about that, because there were two models on Pan-Africanism. Nkrumah model of United States of Africa once, which Mwalimu rejected. Mwalimu model where you start with regional corporations. And in fact, the Mwalimu model won. But the model of Mwalimu, as it is now, is not working. I teach Pan-African University on comparative regionalism. Regions in Africa are more weak than one organization in Asia. So it seems the problem is the Balkanization, something which both Nkrumah and Nyerere never wanted. But now Africa is totally Balkanized. You can never make revolution in that manner. So from Magufuli, you get a model which can make African live competitively in economic revolution. He tried, he attempted. I told the party in 2020, hey, defend Magufuli. Be serious, protect him. Because in his strategy and in his security, two major threats are very important. One, deception. Two, fear. If you have fear, you cannot do anything. And the powers normally use those two strategies to deceive you that you can develop by getting their aid. And the second, they create fear on African people by saying, if you do this, tunakuwekea kikwazo hivi, ni kama kile cha mwalimu, baadaye wanavuruga strategy yako, hiyo strategy ya ujamaa wake, na baada hapo wanaweka vitisho zaidi. So it needs courage to bring revolution in Africa. And that is what Magufuli had. It is not a simple task, but it requires a very determined leader. I normally call him progressive dictator. There is no country or nation or continent which has made economic revolution without a dictator. Tell me, which one? Portugal and Spain were the most fundamental big powers. Read the story at the time. Even the Pope has intervened. The Pope rules of the 14th century. England, they have to kill King Charles. You can go all over those examples. Russia, it was USSR, Stalin killed about 20 million. Then China, the same pattern. Germany rose to more importance after Hitler, and previously after Bismarck. You can never change your economic conditions if you don't have a progressive dictator. That is from history. So Magufuli was a model to that. And from him, the African people saw the light. And I believe it is upon you, the young generation now, to reorganize. That is why I say renaissance. Revolutions are always inculcated according to generation. And the new generation now, you are more hopeless after you finish your degree or whatever, no employment. So the seeds for revolution are already there. You have had Niger, but also there was Arab Spring and so on. And it is in that context that the department here, a new program on strategic, historical, and African studies, so that to inculcate some mindset from Magufuli to carry over in Saudi toward African economic revolution. I think that is more than enough. Thank you.